Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Yolanda Melody. Are we living in Idiocracy? When I say Idiocracy, what I'm actually referring to is a 2006 film. If you haven't watched it already, I highly recommend that you do, because the resemblance that film has to today is becoming quite uncanny. Just to give you a brief, this film is supposed to be comedy/sci-fi. The main character, Joe, has been chosen to be a guinea pig for a secret hibernation experiment, and then when he wakes up 500 years later, he realises that he's the smartest man on the planet. The reason being is that 500 years into the future, all of humanity has just digressed into such low intellect. And even though this film is really funny, I've been putting off from watching it again because I really do feel like it's starting to become a reality. It's a little bit too close to home. So just to give you the general vibe, all throughout the film, Joe is trying to navigate this new world, and he's in absolute shock and horror at how basically stupid people have become. Like, there's a scene where this guy is sitting in a chair that's also been converted into a toilet so that he doesn't have to leave his chair, and the guy is just eating loads and watching endless amounts of drivel on the TV, and all the TV has been dumbed down so that the content is just completely devoid of anything. It's just complete trash TV. I think I can recall there's a scene where there's an election going on and one of the candidates to become the president is literally just using buzzwords and getting people revved up, and everyone's saying, "I want to vote for him because he likes sausages." It's been a while since I've seen this film. I really should rewatch it again just to properly absorb the madness. But the purpose of this video today is I want to open up a discussion and just get a bit of an idea of what you guys are experiencing. What are you seeing when you go to the supermarket? Are you seeing people act strange? Has anybody noticed that the people who've had the fix, I don't know what else word to use, but you know what I mean, the people who took the thing, a lot of them have become very subdued. I've noticed anyway, and I'm having a lot of people tell me that they're noticing this. Let me give you an example. Right? So I made an order recently for some oil and I had a discount code for £40 off. Then once I'd paid for the order, suddenly that £40 discount had been removed and somehow I ended up paying full price. Now this is definitely a glitch with the website. It's nothing to do with whether I'm competent or not to put a discount code in. I mean, I am an expert online shopper. Let me just say that now. This was definitely a problem with the website. But anyway, I had to ring this company at least 3 times. I spoke to multiple people in the customer service department, and every single one of them, when it got to the point of the maths, of working out how to solve this problem, each one of them was completely confused and unable to figure out that all I was asking for was for the £40 to be refunded back into my account. Now, I know that customer service at these call centres has never been the best, but this is just a little example. I could give a million examples. In fact, all I need to do is leave the house and I'm seeing people act very strange. It's almost like with some people there's nothing going on up in their mind. But I'm just curious to know, are you guys seeing the same as what I'm seeing? What strange occurrences have you noticed in the past year and a half? Are you noticing people who you've known for many years suddenly start to act a bit different? Like they're not really there in the room? Another thing that I want to talk about, and it's probably going to turn into a rant, but the film and music industry has been on a decline for many years. But over the past 2 years, it has become so void of creativity. All the films and TV shows that are coming out at the moment are void of any soul. Okay, maybe it's a bit harsh to say that every single thing that's coming out is void of soul because I haven't seen everything that's come out, obviously. But, you know, in the evenings I like to try and wind down and try and shut my mind off from thinking about my work and my channel. I do love watching films, or rather I used to. But all that seems to be coming out at the moment is politically charged shows that very obviously seem to have one motive, which is to indoctrinate people into wokeism. There doesn't seem to be any new storylines or films and shows that are unique. Everything seems to be just a copy of the previous, or the plot at the end is so easy to figure out that it's like ridiculous. Or another thing that I'm seeing is films that were absolute cult classics being remade. Disney seems to be remaking all of their cartoons. They don't seem to be coming up with anything new, and the remakes are so awful. It's like they just squashed all of the magic out of the original and thought that advanced CGI and better quality production would somehow make up for it. I watched a remake the other day. Well, it's supposed to be a sequel, but I'm gonna call it a remake, and I'll tell you why. Do you guys remember Hocus Pocus? Hands up if you remember how great that film was. So this year they released a sequel. I was really excited about it, waited for it to come out, and all throughout watching it, I just thought, what has happened? What is going on? They really should have called this a remake, because there was absolutely nothing new in the storyline whatsoever. Again, it just seemed like they'd squeezed all of the magic out of it, all of the soul out of the original film. The songs, oh my god, the songs. The songs were so terrible. I think they did actually try to do a rendition of I Put a Spell on You, and I just thought, I was just cringing beyond belief. Now I know it seems like I'm going on a tangent here, but it is all connected, because films and television have one purpose, and that is to entertain and to distract the masses. There is no other purpose. And in order to entertain and keep people distracted, people have to like what they're watching, don't they? And my theory is that this is either being done deliberately to dumb people down, or it's being done deliberately because people have been dumbed down. I'm completely aware of all of the symbolism that they put in these films and the subliminal messages. I am aware that anything that comes out of Hollywood probably shouldn't be consumed because it's probably quite bad for the mind. However, as an artistic person, I'm constantly seeking for something that makes me feel inspired. Film and music is supposed to be artistic, and a world without art is a world not worth living in my opinion. But I kind of feel like we're being backed into a corner, because if you destroy art and you suck the soul out of everything, people will struggle to get through life. Life becomes a lot harder without art. I suppose the key word here is degeneracy. I believe that society is just becoming more and more degenerate. And the only thing that gives me hope really is knowing that God does exist. We can't just be experiencing all of this for no reason. I kind of just look at life like a test now instead of something to be massively enjoyed, you know? Oh, and just another thing, right? Before I decided to record this, I did actually search on YouTube, "Are we living in idiocracy?" to try and see if anybody else had made these observations, and I did actually find a video that I believe has been posted by some troll. Plot twist, they were pointing the finger at quote-unquote right-wing people and people who are protesting in 2020 and people who don't wear a muzzle, and basically just saying that we are the idiots. Now, I think I'm just going to have to clarify this in every video. I don't believe in the right left-wing paradigm. To me, my belief system is to just be on the moral path, the path of truth, and to do no harm. And the whole right-left paradigm is designed to divide people. And I see it on YouTube and social media that there are trolls that are deliberately trying to aggravate both sides. But anyway, that's for another video. So yeah, the conclusion. Where do you think this is all going? I'm intrigued to hear your thoughts. As usual, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Love you, bye!